Hey there, Pisces Sun, Pisces Moon, Pisces Rising. It's Maggie from Moon Directed, where we generally work with the energy of the moon to see how we can best utilize it to move our life forward, but it is the monthly. And for the monthly, I like to use the personal planet. So we're going to be working with the Sun, with Mercury, Venus, Mars, and Mother Earth, and of course the moon, because we don't want to forget the moon. I don't think she'd let us. So before I turn on the camera, I was trying to get into your energy. And it was so lovely. It was so calm and peaceful. I think you're in the flow. You were laying in moonlit waters, just floating along. It was like a lake. There was a gentle rocking motion from the waves, but it was just peaceful and calm. And I thought, oh, Pisces, you feel very emotionally balanced. You're on top of the emotions. The emotions aren't on top of you. And that was wonderful. So good job. Yay. I do want to thank you for your likes, your shares, your comments, for helping me to grow my channel. I'm going to ask you to help me very much to balance the energy. I put 25 to 30 hours a week into the 24 videos I create. And all I'm asking for in return is that you give me a thumbs up or leave me a comment or both. So if you could do that right now, that'd be awesome. And oh, let's get started. These are beautiful. These are beautiful. We got this. Okay. So we have. And if you don't find your message here, be sure to check out your moon and your rising. It may be there. So look at that, floating along in the water. Just resting. It's not at night or anything, so maybe you were floating all night, and in the morning you have a decision to make. Two of Wands. You have a decision to make. Do I do this? Do I do that? Two of Wands is also about finding balance, right? It's about finding balance in the decision-making process. You have two opportunities. You might be feeling pulled one way or the other. And the reason I say that is because you also received the Chariot. Oh, no, this is the Strength card. So sorry. The Strength card. So you got a lot you're pulling along. Oh, do you need to release some of that emotional baggage? Maybe you're pulling too much along. Maybe that's the decision that you need to make. What do I keep? What do I let go of? Where do I move from here? Maybe you need a partnership. Let's see. We're starting out with the Sun in Taurus in your third house of communication, short distance travel. I mean, that ox isn't going to go very far with that load. Siblings, friends who are like siblings. Email. And then it moves into, so it's there from April 20th to May 20th, and then on the 21st of May at 12:56 a.m. or something like that. It's just daylight time. It's going to move into Gemini, which is your house of home. So are you moving home? Like moving your house to a new place? And maybe that's why it's just requiring a lot of strength. Maybe there's a couple of opportunities. Maybe there's a couple of decisions you need to make along the way. I don't know. Let's see what happens. Let's see what the Sun has to say about all this. So, some advice from Spirit on what we do with regards to this energy. Ooh, it says embracing. Nice. I embrace love all of my life. I embrace and love all of my life. I embrace and love all of my life. So, yes, it's hard. And we are going to embrace and get into the flow, right? Embrace the opportunities to grow stronger by doing more things than maybe we thought we could. There's a sense of power and pride that comes from that too, right? That's how we grow and become stronger and different people. So I really want to encourage you to keep a journal. When you listen to me or any reader, or when you're going for a walk and you notice something, or just whenever, anything catches your time and attention, you should jot it down and then use that as an opportunity to journal on later. And so the affirmation for this, for you to use for the month is, I embrace and love all of my life. And so when you're feeling stressed, like you're pulling too much and you kind of feel like you're torn between two things, just remember, I embrace, oh, and look, this is two things that they're intertwined. And so maybe you don't have to make a choice. Maybe there is a way that you can make those two options work together. Ooh, creative problem solving. I'm a fan of creative problem solving. All right, so Mercury finally got out of Pisces and out of the shadow, and now it's direct. It got into Aries, and now it's picking up speed. And so it's in Aries from April 17th until May 6th, so only 2 weeks when it moves into Taurus. Or is that 3 weeks? I think it's like 2 weeks. When it moves into Taurus and then into Gemini 2 weeks later on May 21st. And so it's moving along. And for you, this is 3rd house into the 4th house, into the 5th house of fun and romance and children. And so there's kind of like communication between home and fun and family. You have awareness. All right, so I had to turn off the light because it was getting bright out, but it's not bright enough for my old eyes. It says, live in the moment, be conscious of your thoughts, and look for signs and guidance. Keep a journal. Awareness. So pay attention to what's going on around you. Be aware. Look for, so you see something out in nature or something when you're walking, and so you go home and you look up on the internet, you look up spiritual meaning of, depending on what you saw. So maybe you noticed the tree was changing colors and you never noticed that tree before. Maybe it's like a maple tree. Spiritual meaning of a maple tree. So it's something like that. If you notice a bird feather, if you can figure out which bird feather it is, great, look up that bird. If you can't, spiritual meaning of a feather. All right, so I am actually going to talk about Venus and Mars kind of together. Venus moves from Aries into Taurus on May 15th. Aries is a fire sign, Taurus is an earth sign. Mars moves from an air sign of Gemini into a water sign of Cancer on May 15th. And so they're moving in tandem, and they're moving in groupings that are comfortable. So fire and air get along great, water and earth get along great. And so this means there's a really good conversation happening between the, oh, these are lovely, between the planet that is about abundance, abundance in self-worth, self-esteem, financial abundance, what do you value, and relationship balance, and the action-oriented, let's get it done, planet of Mars. And so because they're moving so nicely together and communicating so well, it's very easy to take your desires and manifest them into reality, because they're having such a nice communication. And so this one says, wise soul. Your soul carries ancient wisdom. Please embrace it as you have the knowledge to help those around you. So this is part of that awareness. This is listening to the universe. And this is information that you can use for yourself and information you can use to help those around you that you care about. And so what's important to you, that's that 3rd house communication into that 4th house of home. And you also have open your heart. Your potential for greater love rests in opening your heart. Blockages and wounds from your past will be healed, and you will be met with true passion you seek. And I feel like this is you floating there and relaxing and getting in the flow. Opening your heart. Open your heart to the inner wisdom, your intuition, and open your heart to the love around you, and just kind of float along. You're strong enough to do this. You have the strength to manage. So just keep pushing forward. Let's see what Aries has to add to all this. Well, I'm not Aries, but Mars. Mars rules Aries. Okay, so this one's moving from your 4th house of home into your 5th house of fun and romance. And so what kind of actions are going to move you from what's going on at home that you want into finding fun, romance, creativity, relationships with your children. All right. This is based on the theory that if you put, 1,000,000 or 1,000 monkeys in front of a typewriter, one of them will write a novel or something like that. So that means there are a lot of options. If you keep plugging away, if you keep plodding along and doing what you need to do, if you keep floating, staying in the flow, the solutions are going to come. Listen to your intuition. I think that's what this awareness is. Embrace all the aspects of your life that you really need to, and opening up your heart. And if you pay attention to all that, I feel like the universe just brings you what you need. When you need it, it comes. And you're going to feel like, I've been down this road 1,000 times, and now I finally can get there. So just keep going. Now is not the time to stop. So these cards that I'm using for Mother Earth, I was like, ooh, what cards do I want to use? And then I saw them in my head and I had to go look for them. So I'm going to have to read the meanings on them. I haven't used them in a very long time. But so far today, and you are the last one I'm doing, but they've been on point. They've been on point, so I really like them. I should use them more often. You have Cedar of Lebanon. I feel like I've seen that one today, but I can't remember what it was. Not today. It would have been last night. My aura surgery went pretty well, but I could only do so much at a time. I'm a little bit limited on how long the painkillers work. Okay, let's see what it says. Cedar of Lebanon. Ooh, here you go. Trust your instincts. Let your conscience guide you toward making the right decision, especially if you're currently facing a difficult choice. That's this Two of Wands. Know that you are as steadfast and grounded as the largest tree in the forest, or as an ox pulling a huge cart. This is grounded and steadfast. You have to make a decision. Embrace all the aspects of it. Pay attention to your heart. Pay attention to what you're hearing and feeling. I think this is, Pisces, you are so intuitive, and I think really touching base with your intuition this month will help you make this decision. Will help you, get on down the road in the direction that you need to go. And slow and steady wins the race in this case, I think, because that ox doesn't look like he's going to move very fast. But I believe he'll get there. So listen to your intuition. Listen to your intuition. All right, so what does the moon have to tell you? The moon says to work through your fears. So we do have a new moon in Taurus coming up, which would be in your 3rd house of communication, and then we have a full moon. Full house. We have a full moon in your 9th house of higher learning, knowledge, and intuition happening on May 18th. So I think pay attention to what's going on around you. Listen to your intuition and face your fears. Don't try to avoid them. Face them. Work your way through them. You have a lot of guidance in order to do that. You have a lot of help. Spirit's right there the whole way through here. So, listen to your intuition. You're being led. You're being guided. You can totally get there. You have a big decision to make of some sort. But I feel like maybe it's not a choice between one or the other. It's how to make the two work together. So try to look for a creative way to solve this problem. Because this card is also about creativity. Lots of opportunities for creativity. One of those ways will work. So follow your intuition. You might not have to choose. You just might have to figure out how to make it work. I mean, there's no reason we can't have it all. There really isn't. There's plenty out there for everyone. All right, so let me get you one more. I say one more. We'll go into one more deck for some affirmations for you to use for the month. And we'll just see how many Spirit throws at us because it's rare to get one. Spirit's pretty chatty. I like it though. What does Pisces need to know for the month of May? What does Pisces need to know for the month of May? Is that it? Oh, there we go. I knew that wasn't it. Didn't feel like it. Ooh, okay. So, definitely have to use the handy dandy flashlight. Okay, here we go. I accept the impermanence of all things and know that change brings renewal and goodness. Yeah, change is ahead. Ooh, it's just like when you're at the campfire. Face your fears. I'm going to tell you a ghost story. All right, I accept the impermanence. Drugs are good. Okay, I accept the impermanence of all things. I know that change brings renewal and goodness. It's preonite. It's a beautiful green. It's a heart chakra color. Oh, seriously. I can't make the lighting work good here. Ooh, maybe holding it back. Okay. Yeah. There we go. And the other one is carnelian. Creativity flows through me in a myriad of ways. I courageously bring my ideas into actuality. Oh, perfect. Creativity flows through me in a myriad of ways. I creatively bring my ideas into actuality. This is the courageous part, the strength card. This is the creativity. This is figuring out how to make those two wands work together. Creativity is the key. Creativity is the key. So you can totally do this. This is exciting, Pisces. So stay in the flow, stay calm, face your fears. You could do this. You have the tools you need. Listen to your intuition. You've got this. Oh, I'm excited for you. Okay, so I will see you back here for the new moon and the full moon and for the weekly readings. You take care. Leave me a comment. Let me know what this is. I just want to know. Inquiring minds want to know. All right, I will talk to you soon. You take care. Bye.